Yeah, so this whole evaporator twisted like a quarter turn. So this evaporator, the whole evaporator rotated like a quarter turn because it's leaking water from this pipe, but this is your water supply. This hose is supposed to connect right here. And this is supposed to go like this. But now it's back here. Because the whole evaporator turned like a quarter turn. So that means the auger inside must have got jammed up and caused the whole evaporator to spin. And then the hose got disconnected, and that's where all the water was from. So we're gonna have to look inside this and look inside that gearbox. So how much video am I gonna be able to get? But this is everything taken apart. The customer had everything taken apart. You can see there's play in that, and that's bad. Because this is what spins your auger, which is this. Oh, that baby's heavy. So this is your auger. And your cutter, you can say that sends the ice up, right? You have a top bearing. Your bearing's pressed in there. It's like a graphite kind of bearing, right? There's your lower bearing housing. This is your lower bearing housing. So this goes in there, and this is a coupling that joins the bottom of the auger, right? Put this, goes on there, and then it goes on to this. So once your drive motor spins the shaft, you can see it. A lot of play in there. Then it spins your auger. So this is the old mechanical seal that got all busted up. So we gotta put it back together, and then stick it in. Put it all back together in this. So let me just. Alright. So I'm just gonna get all my tools, kind of set everything up, kind of get an idea of what's going on, and then we'll I'll kind of show you from there. Alright, so sometimes I gotta stop the video because the customer will kind of come around. You know, I don't want them to think I'm playing while I'm making a video. Put a little bit of silicone, right? Oh shit! silicone around each screw hole. Here I can see somebody busted the drain and they put some JB weld. So I just to be sure, I don't know if it's leaking or whatever. I just went ahead and added a little. So what happens is once you set this, you see this plate is gonna sit right over those holes. So
tighten these 4 bolts. This one's a little tight. I don't know if clean this up so it sits in there even. Over the years, the bottom has a lot of scale. Jack up a little bit of electrical contact cleaner. Get the old grease off, that way it'll drop right in that. Clean this up. Had a lot of old grease in it. I like the never sees, put it on in case you have to take it off in a year or sometime. But also I feel like it helps it thread in a lot easier. whole lot of never sees. Make sure they're nice and tight. This one I can't get to. It's tight. Mechanical seal, and I don't want to put it in yet because you don't want to leave it all exposed to dust and particles and stuff. So once I get that whole assembly mounted in there, I'll put the seal in. Let me try to get all this crap out of the way, and then I'll let you see what I got going on.
All right, so the other day I had to stop because, let me see if you can see this. So in this side, let's see, in this side the spline coupling is okay, but on this side I sanded it down trying to fix it, but it's actually, you can see how the gear, not really gear, but the teeth are twisted a little. So it doesn't allow the auger to drop all the way in. And then the auger will stay sticking up like a 1/4 inch. You see how it pushes down flush? I couldn't get the bearing, the top end bearing, I couldn't get it to the hole to line up. So now here we got a new spline coupling. Now the bearing should drop in. So these are the two. You can see like right there, you can see it's twisted a little comparing the two. So now this here is what you put this there. This is your coupler for your drive motor. And the auger, the whole evaporator is gonna drop right on there. Then I'm gonna bolt it in place. Before I said, oh, the new auger, but really we reuse the same auger. I did not get a new one, so I'm gonna drop this in place, flow my nitro, braze up this, pressurize it, vacuum, and hopefully we'll get it running tonight. All right, so we got a new auger or cutter, got a new mechanical seal, a new gasket, got a new evaporator. So now we're gonna drop the evaporator. I'm gonna slide it over the auger, then bolt it in place and braze it up. Gotta put a new filter dryer. This is the old filter dryer. I'm gonna put a new one down there. Pressurize this thing as it started losing pressure, and at the factory braze joint it was leaking. I'm gonna go ahead and braze that up. Let this pressure out. Just another problem I ran into trying to work on this machine. Refrigerant weighed in. The compressor should kick on in a bit. Right now the auger is spinning. Everything looks good. You're on 1.1 amps. Compressor won't kick on until the auger motor comes on. Stop it because I want to see what time it is. Our low side pressure is like about 58. But if you look at a PT chart, that's about somewhere around 20 degrees. For 448, water freezes at 32. And you can see our amperage started going up. And yeah, there it is. Gotta make some ice. So I had to stop it because the heater, you got a little heater right around the neck that started smoking. I saw that it had a cut in it, but I was like, ah, maybe it could still be used. But I'll have to get a new heater. But I'm gonna let this thing run. Clean out that bin, but that's not an issue because I'm gonna let it run, fill up, turn it off, clean it out, and then I'll put it back together. I want to see how it works without that heater. Maybe it could go without it, but probably it helps soften the ice before it comes out. Machines are pretty slow, but once they get going, they kind of get going. Once it fills up the chute, then it just constantly starts dropping. Now the compressor just turned off. I just happened to come out and check it and it's full. So that's once the pile comes out, it pushes the switch outward like that. And then you got a magnetic switch on top, which is that. So that you'll call that your bin switch. So kind of left it hooked up. And your auger stays running for some time. I don't know exactly, it could be a minute or so, you know, something like that, 30 seconds, just to get that ice that it already made and push it out. But that's it for this repair.